Oh man.
Oh, are we ready to go?
Is that what's happening
I was
right now?
paying attention. I was like, I'm
Goodness gracious.
just looking off into the sunset. There's no sunset.
There's no
on this
sunset. It's
side.
already dark outside.
I'm just staring off.
It's already dark outside.
I've never actually been tested. I might be on the spectrum. I'm just like this. And then Toby waves his hand. I'm like, oh, I'm here.
It's time to go. He's
I'm
like
here.
squeezes the little thing.
You're that or,
It's time to go. Hey.
I'm just very self-centered. I'm just very self-centered. Like, oh, it's not about me.
Oh, it's not about me.
not about me.
There's somebody standing next to me. It's time to talk about a show.
Yes. Talk about a show. So,
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Moderately Famous once again. My name is Catfish. This is.
Belusionist.
We are here at Ohana in Alhambra. If you don't know, now you know. And please make comments, share. I don't care. We just want to make sure that you enjoy and that you're entertained.
Yes.
Does that matter?
One of the comments I read was that Onion Ray said, "I have layers.
That's right.
That's why they call me Onion Ray." I'm like, that's beautiful. Man. That's beautiful. But
Thank you very much.
he's like,
thank you very much.
Ray is like Arnold Schwarzenegger. No matter what you say to that guy, they spin it into a positive. Like Arnold, one time, Dax Shepard was talking about Arnold's book. And he's like, Arnold, I was reading your book, and then you were talking about you and your brother go out to the woods, and you're completely naked, and you're talking about exercising. Oh, yes, that's right. I'm glad you actually, you read the book, and it's fantastic. Any input.
Fantastic. He always says fantastic.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
And but he spun it in like basically Dax was like, your book's gay, and Arnold's like, yes, actually, you read the book, and it was very nice, and you learned something from it. But anyway, speaking of reading books. I went to go see a movie, Shazam.
Shazam!
Shazam!
Nothing happened.
No, I'm not Gomer Pyle.
No. Shazam! You don't mean Kazam. That was Shaq.
My buddy was in Kazam.
Really?
Yeah, a kid I went to junior high with was in Kazam.
He came out of a boombox.
Yes, that was, wow, now that I think about that, that's kind of racist.
Right?
Racist,
Superhero comes out of a boombox.
I mean, if you watch any Police Academy movie, anytime they show about to be a riot, there's a dude walking with a boombox, and it's like, what is Police Academy saying right there? Oh my God, you just ruined my childhood. I love those movies.
God.
But Kazam came out of I don't even remember that. I remember everything.
Yeah.
And I think like witnessing a trauma, I think I blocked that from my memory. That movie was just awful.
It was pretty bad.
I can't wait to see the new Aladdin.
Well,
So,
yeah, exactly.
you think he's gonna come out of a boombox?
But see, I know, right? That's where Will Smith should really come out of a boombox.
Aladdin's gonna rub the lamp and he's like, nope, this is a piece of shit. Hey, check out this. Is this a bump box? In West Sabagabra.
Exactly.
That's great.
But Shaq was also on Steel as well.
Oh my God.
That was horrible.
Oh,
It's horrible.
dude. God, like Shaq. But see, here's the thing. Like, I get like this with Nicolas Cage movies, but Shaq means well.
No, yeah,
Shaq
for sure.
meant well.
And he does a lot for the community as
He
well.
does.
So,
He's a volunteer policeman.
I believe
He
it.
actually pulled somebody over and arrested them. He like
You were
Elvis.
you were like this.
Like
Come over
Elvis.
here. Come over here.
He's like this. He's like this.
So come over
You
here.
need to wait here. You gotta
Come
wait
over
here
here.
for the cops. The cops are coming over here. They're gonna arrest you. I'm a volunteer police officer. Because his voice does not change any goddamn tone.
Jeez, man.
But
so Shazam, yeah.
Yeah.
Shazam. What did you think about it?
I thought it was great. So remember my rule about movies. Mm-hmm. I want to escape. I want something that's not going to remind me how much the world sucks.
Right.
I want a fun movie, but I also don't want to be held hostage for 3 fucking hours. We'll get into that in a minute.
That's right.
I want to go in, watch a movie, have a good time. I want to take my family with me. I want them to have a good time. Because I take them to Marvel movies and they're just like, dude, the fuck are you doing right now? I mean, they like Ant-Man though. My mom loves Thor.
I don't.
But anyway, getting back to Shazam.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, I liked the pace. I liked how it started.
I like that they have a narrative.
I love that it didn't have a narrative.
Yeah.
I liked that it gave you the villain's origin right off the bat
First.
and just said like, this is how it's gonna go. And it's like whatever you know, whatever you've seen, whatever you read, whether it be Justice League, comic books, whether it be this and that, this is the story we're telling.
Right.
Come along for the ride or fuck off.
And I don't really know a lot about Shazam because I'd see his character on animated Justice League.
Yeah.
So I'd see him as a child, as a kid, Billy Barton, right?
Was it Billy Barton or Billy Batson?
Billy Batson.
It was Billy Batson, right?
Yeah, Barton is.
That's Clinton Barton.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're getting Marvel and DC mixed up again.
Right, no.
Now, but in Justice League, he went by a different name.
Captain Marvel,
Yes, Captain Marvel.
which was released in 1939.
So we're saying that Billy Batson's the original Captain Marvel.
He is.
Okay. So we're saying not the Brie Larson Captain Marvel.
No.
But that is how Captain Marvel lost his name. Because the minute Captain Marvel entered the Marvel Universe, boom, people started getting confused. I mean, what kind of a dick move is that?
It's a super dick move.
That's a super dick. Like, Marvel's just like, fuck Captain Marvel. We're Marvel.
We're Marvel.
We're
We're
Marvel.
Marvel.
And you know what? We have our own Captain,
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel, right.
But to skate by, we're going to call him Captain Marvel.
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 Right.
And then to be even, it's almost like going to a concert and like somebody doing this.
Like, hey man, I'm trying to watch.
I'm trying to see Catfish. I'm trying to see Catfish. I want to date him. I want to date him.
Don't. I saw Aquaman. We talked about Aquaman. You can
Yeah.
go back and check it out. I hated Aquaman, but I enjoyed.
I like Aquaman.
I enjoyed Shazam because it was more realistic.
Yeah.
It was more real time. It was more, it was in the city of Philadelphia,
Okay.
city of brotherly love.
I did like, because, okay, so, spoiler alert, if you haven't had a chance to see this goddamn movie, I highly recommend you go see it. But if I was a kid and I got superpowers, I'd do exactly the same goddamn shit that he did in this movie. Hey, your phone's charged. Your phone's charged. And then, oh look, I've got lightning coming out of my hands. Wow, yeah. And then to start, basically like he's on Hollywood Boulevard, except he's on the Rocky Steps. He's over there doing stuff and collecting money.
They also did a YouTube channel too, as well. Remember?
Yes,
they
they
put
did
all
it.
the.
But I mean, if you think about it, they kind of stole that from Heroes, but then they kind of stole that from Marvel Comics, because Marvel Comics, especially the X-Men, the X-Men have a lot of young kids as stars in their books, and that's what the kids do. They're on the apps, they're on the YouTube, they're on all this stuff right now. Anybody younger than 30 is like, he just called it the YouTube.
The YouTube. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it. Again, I went in not really knowing what I was going to be watching.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I didn't see all the trailers, so obviously there were scenes that popped up where I was like, I'm glad I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Because that was funny as hell.
Yeah. And I don't know shit about DC. I mean, I've read a few Batman comics. Hush, one of my favorite series. I've seen the TV shows. The Batman, the '90s cartoon show. Mark
Right.
Hamill's the Joker. I think is the best.
Brilliant.
The best Joker alive. I mean, it's too bad he couldn't actually be. It's like if Mark Hamill was the Joker now, it would look like Tommy Wiseau trying to be the Joker.
No, but you know what would be really cool is if they did, check this out. This might blow your mind. Remember when we were talking about Batman Beyond
Yes.
and have what's his name?
Zac Efron.
Well, as Zac Efron as Terry McGinnis.
It's Terry McGinnis. Yeah.
And then we would have Michael Keaton as the original
As the original Batman. Yeah.
It would make sense to have an old Joker as Mark Hamill. An old Joker.
No, but that was the thing about Batman Beyond was they said that Batman and him, Joker died. But then again, they could just do what Marvel does and just completely wipe the slate clean and say, yeah, we have an older Joker and
Right, there's an older Joker
There's
that's
an older Joker.
pulling the strings and he's still running all the crime in Gotham.
well, that was Harley's twin daughters were villains in the Batman Beyond.
But also too, in one of the Batman books, Joker was put into like an old folks home or a rest home where he didn't know that he was the Joker. And in one of the Batman comic books, I'm not.
See, we're getting off on a goddamn tangent again.
But we're not really talking about a tangent. We're just saying that,
I was pointing out.
Right.
Right. That I don't know shit about DC. And I enjoyed the Shazam movie. I enjoyed the Justice League movie. And I enjoyed Aquaman because I don't know nothing about them. I walked in with a clean slate. And I was able to just say, show me a movie. And the movies were fantastic. Now, do I think Justice League's better than Aquaman? No. I think Aquaman's better than Justice League. Do I think Shazam's better than Aquaman? Damn right. That was a great freaking movie. You could take, I went to go see Batman in theaters when it came out. And I'm not saying I was disturbed by it, but it was a little adult for me. It was a little adult. And Shazam had just the right amount of scariness. I mean, like, and the way he got away from the villain, the way he was dealing with it. I mean, it was, I thought my daughter was going to shit her pants when the ghost,
They were gluttony. They were
the sins. There you go, the
sins.
sins. When the sins were popping up, but no, she enjoyed the shit out of it. And once again, my daughter's 4, and she's sitting there watching it and following the pace of the movie and everything. I'm not saying that. Okay, so I'm sure there's probably a critic around there going, "Oh, this is a childish movie," and this. Yeah, Billy Batson is a 13-year-old kid going through puberty, doing his own thing, and he's become a superhero because he was the best of the best. And so I thought it was a great movie. And then the fact that his brothers and sisters, adopted brothers and sisters, became the other parts, I was like,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was awesome.
There was a funny part in the film where they did the whole big thing with the piano. Yeah, that was kind of funny.
They did that, and then didn't they do the whole Zoltar thing too?
I think they did.
I think they went to the Zoltar thing.
They went to the Zoltar thing too as well.
Yeah. So there was 2 references to Big in there.
Yeah.
But what I did like is that they also didn't overly reference Big. Like, what was I watching? What did I watch? I watched, I can't remember. But yeah, like I watched something that was supposed to be a new movie, and they just referenced this old movie a ton of times. And I was like, It would be like watching the female Ghostbusters and them referencing Ray Stantz and Egon. It's like, no, you can't do that. You gotta move forward.
Well, yeah, again, it's 2 different worlds. It's different universes, and I mean we've talked about that in previous episodes as well. So let's go ahead and talk about Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Listen,
you had your opinion. I mean, I was entertaining. I
I
didn't think it was great, but I thought it was entertaining.
I walked in, and I'm assuming this is my man guilt. I don't know what was going on.
You were giving me shit because I wouldn't see it because it was a woman movie.
Yeah, I was like, Catfish, come on. Just because it's a female character, a female lead, you're not going to see the movie. And even I avoided all the trailers. I avoided all the trailers of this movie, and I was like, I want to be completely surprised. I walked in, I enjoyed it. I walked in, and I said, this is a good movie, and Catfish, hashtag Catfish hates women. But anyway, I'm walking outside, and my wife's like, so what did you think? And I go, I liked it. I thought it was great. It's like the comic books. It was like this. It was like that. And she goes, I hated it. I went, really? And she goes, it was slow. It had, it started off strong.
Right.
And then we go back. And then we go forward. So basically, she's going off the way movies are formatted as well. Mm-hmm. And how this new style of, okay, let's start off with just this crazy scenario, gunshots, bombs, blah, blah, blah. But
that's how Star Wars started too, remember?
Exactly. But the difference with, see, that's the thing. Especially, New Hope starts like that. And I get pissed at New Hope too. It's like, God damn it, Catfish. So, in New Hope, we start off, we got this battle. Mm-hmm. Then we land, we're in the desert, this and that. Luke's just looking off at 2 suns, blah, blah. And then it's like, oh, I wonder if he means old Ben Kenobi. That's like freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, End of Days. Yeah. Wait, what if it's not Christine York? What if it's Christine York?
Right, exactly.
And yeah, but Captain Marvel, mm-hmm. I liked, and my daughter's looking forward to seeing because she's got the action figure. Yeah. My wife hated.
It was cool. They have her at California Adventure.
Yes, and my daughter went and saw her and thought that was amazing.
Cool.
But, so you hated it? Or you didn't see it?
I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw it. It was good. It wasn't great. It was like, the thing I hated about it was I didn't like that Nick Fury was the comedian. He was the comic relief. He was the comic relief.
Yeah.
And Nick Fury in my world is never the comic relief.
No.
Like Samuel L. Jackson is always the badass. Mm-hmm. Always. He's not getting his ass handed to him. Oh, Coulson was in the film too,
Yeah.
which was really cool.
That was cool.
Because Coulson, the last time we saw Coulson was maybe in the first Avengers film.
Yeah, and he gets killed.
And then he gets killed, and then he comes back because Tahiti.
From Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if you haven't seen that.
Tahiti.
Which we'll get into later, but Ghost Rider's getting his own series.
That's right.
Yes!
Heard about
Yes!
that. Robbie Reyes. is
Robbie
coming back.
Reyes.
That's right.
All right, so not Nicolas Cage, you asshole.
So there's Nick Fury, and Nick Fury's in there, and it's okay. I mean, it really confused the hell out of me because we have the Skrulls and the Kree.
Yeah, and so that was the other
Hey,
thing.
I got it right.
That was the
Hey.
other thing. So in the comic books, the Kree generally are the good guys. Okay, aside from Ronan, which they called in Guardians of the Galaxy, they said a renegade Kree.
And he was in Captain
He was
Marvel,
he was an ult. What was it?
yeah.
No. What's the term? Not ultraist. What's it? I can't remember the term. But anyway, point is, extremist. He was an extremist, and so they say he's an extremist Kree. The Kree are generally friendly people, and in Captain Marvel, the Skrulls were sort of like the we're just trying to live our life, guys. But I'm like, no. I've read comic books. Don't give me that shit. There's a whole series called Secret Wars where the Skrulls kidnap all of our superheroes, not all of them, 50% of our superheroes,
Right.
and pretend to be them for years, to the point where other superheroes are like, dude, I lived with that person for like 5 years, and that was a Skrull this entire time.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, all right.
It was a little bit of a mindfuck.
I was like, okay, so we're buying that this guy is just, he's a victim. He's being hunted by the Kree. Hashtag not my Marvel.
Yeah.
We must be on Earth 1610 because we're not on 616.
Yeah, that was the one part that I was a little like, I guess, I don't know. It was entertaining. It wasn't fantastic.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Shazam.
No.
But there's also a new film that you and I both watched together.
First of all,
Yes.
pacing of the movies. Bum, 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 bum. That's how I like my movies.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay? Captain Marvel. Bum, bum, bum.
Having sex with Brian?
You'll never know.
I don't want to know.
I don't even remember.
I just pass out.
I don't even know anymore.
I pass out. That's why it's like that. It's like, and then I pass out.
But no, okay, so with Endgame, okay,
I went to watch it with you.
yes, we finally...
Our first movie together. It says, Catfish, don't say a damn thing. Just sit there and be quiet.
I can't stand when you go see a movie with somebody. That's why we went on a Tuesday, or we went on a Monday. I can't stand watching the movie and everybody's eating around you. I can't. I got misophonia, where, if you're eating food and you're like, I start going...
We heard someone's crock pot fall in the theater.
Remember, we were like, the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that? We heard a full,
Oh my God, like,
pots and pans fall in the
I got
theater.
scared. I thought what was that asshole that blew up the Boston bombing?
Oh,
I thought,
no,
I was like,
God.
dude, they're gonna blow up the theater. There was only.
God, man,
Luckily
that
though,
was-
we saw it with like 20 people tops versus everybody else seeing it with a packed house. Because remember, we were like, let's try to see it Friday. Oh, our options are this or this of seeing the screen.
Right.
And we're like, no, we'll wait till Monday.
Right.
But yeah, I don't like watching the movies when somebody's eating food, they got their phone going. It's like, what the fuck are you doing over here, man? We're not at a park. We're at a movie theater. We all paid a shit ton of money to watch this movie. Shut the fuck up. So I told Catfish right off the bat, I go, listen, we're going to see a movie together. I'm going to shut the fuck up. And he goes, got it. Let's go.
Good.
And we went in there, and the trailers start, and I start going, what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, it happened.
We
saw
the Star Wars trailer. Everyone was online. I saw the Star Wars trailer. Ha ha ha! Did you hear the Emperor? Ha ha! I'm like, asshole.
So when it happened, I looked at Brian and I said, fuck. I said, oh, fuck.
You got Rey running at a TIE fighter with a freaking lightsaber. I'm like, really? You're gonna put that in the trailer? You already have us, you asshole, Disney. You already have it. All you have to do, if you remember the old Hulk trailer, remember this? Remember when a year before, and this is an angly piece of shit, don't ever watch it, but the trailer was Eric Bana staring in the mirror going, sometimes the urge takes over, and I like it. And then the sync goes through a wall, and it says, Hulk. That's the trailer. That's it. That's the only trailer I want. I'm going to see the Hulk.
But that's what happened when we saw The Secret Life of Pets. We saw the whole.
Oh my god, the whole
film.
fucking movie was on that
fucking
thing.
movie was on the
I saw the
thing.
Godzilla trailer today, watching Detective Pikachu, which we'll talk about next time. But I saw the trailer today, and it's the music. The music starts, oh, all the Titans are returning. Oh, wow, they're going somewhere. They're following an alpha. The music's building. I'm tone deaf. This is why I can't stand music. This is why this guy's my partner. So he explains music to me.
That's right.
And it's building, and they're like, we have to release Godzilla. And they're showing, is it Rodan, the three-headed dragon?
Yeah.
They're showing Rodan, and he's like, ah! And then it shows Rodan fighting Godzilla. They have to free him. They're fighting, and then it shows all the other monsters turn against Rodan. Why would they reveal that in the goddamn trailer? King Ghidorah, whatever the
There we
fuck,
go.
I don't give a
King
shit.
Ghidorah. There we go. Last time Godzilla was relevant to me was when.
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, Matthew Broderick. That's right.
That was actually
That's
a decent
right.
movie.
No, but the thing is, I remember when it came out, Rage Against the Machine was on the soundtrack.
And the Taco Bell Chihuahua was going, I'm gonna need a bigger box.
Gonna need a bigger box.
Oh, that was great.
No, there was also a Wallflower song that was on the soundtrack. But back to Avengers.
Yes.
We're getting ready to watch Avengers, and it's like, I wasn't gonna use the restroom.
3 hours.
It's a long time.
That's a fucking hostage negotiation right there. I got it.
Yentl fell asleep. Though.
Yentl fell asleep twice. I have a buddy of mine, Belinsky. He's watching this. He goes, he's
He's watching this.
I'm positive. So
God.
I call him up and I go, hey man, your orders for this weekend are, blah, blah, here's this and that. And he's like, I'm glad you called. I saw Avengers this week. And I go, it didn't need to be 3 hours. I'm glad you said it first.
That's
because
what
was
I
gonna
said.
tell you, it didn't need to be 3 hours. Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what I said.
as a diehard Marvel fan, as a comic book reader, I'm like, well, as a moviegoer, I don't want to see a 3 hour movie.
No.
As a Marvel fan, yes, I want to see a 3 hour movie. But goddamn, give me some goddamn pee breaks. I mean, I took them anyway. Because when I
he
saw
did.
my wife pass out,
He
I went,
did.
I'm gonna go piss.
He did. Yeah. He got up, and I was kind of watched, and I go, I'm not gonna tell him what's gonna happen. So, forget it. But when he got up, it's like there was nothing happened.
Yeah.
When you got up, we had just gotten to see Ronin, which was Hawkeye, and Hawkeye's killing he's killing the Yakuza.
The Yakuza, yeah.
Yakuza. And you got up, and it's like pointless.
Yeah.
Pointless. We're
And
killing the Yakuza because they're still around.
They're
because
still
of
around.
the snap.
You hurt people. A lot of people lost their lives, and you hurt people, so I'm gonna hurt you.
Pointless.
He was basically the Punisher.
Pointless.
Yeah, he was basically the Punisher.
Pointless. But
that's
why
what
did we
he's
have to do that? Why
No.
did we have to go there and then, Black Widow's all,
And what did he do in this movie? Aside from, he didn't want to let Black Widow die. But that was it. There was no, other than him not wanting to let Black Widow die, there was no purpose for him.
There's no purpose for
No
him
purpose.
at all.
And they tried to make it about him.
Well, they started out the film with him losing his family,
Which
and
apparently we learned about in the first, not in Avengers Infinity War, but the Age of Ultron. We learned that he has a family, and we're like, and everybody said, the most shocking part about this movie was learning that Hawkeye had a family.
right.
And so we're supposed to care that he has his family, but we get a whole movie in between. We don't see him since. So we've got a good 4-year gap of we've seen his family, and then his family appears, and his family's gone, and we're supposed to give a shit.
But there's nothing he does in the film that's relevant. Nothing. Like the Hulk scene was fucking cool.
The Hulk scene I liked. I thought,
You want to take a picture with the Hulk? You want to take a picture with the Illusionist? Hey,
what about Ant-Man?
What about Catfish? No. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, people take pictures with Brian because Brian's all walking around with the balloons. Hey, you want to take a picture with me? Hey, no. Okay.
This is at cons, not at concerts. At concerts, they're all about him. They're like, we don't know what the fuck this guy. This guy's a balloon. He doesn't even have a balloon with him.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy over here?
I tried to have a balloon at the Homebrew Fest, and I completely forgot because the minute I walked in, it was like that scene in Willy Wonka when he's like,
Come with me and you'll see.
And I was just like,
Oh my god, there was so much alcohol in that place.
so. But anyway,
Wow.
So the Hulk scene, and basically the whole purpose of that scene is him go, here's why I'm smart.
Right.
All right, let's get to it. And
They could have cut that out.
they could have cut that out. I did like the Thor scene because Thor was upset that he didn't go for the head, and he was just depressed. And I mean, I liked
He
that
looked like ice cream, melted ice cream.
he looked like the Big Lebowski. Not the Big Lebowski. He looked like the dude.
He looked like the dude.
He looked like the dude, and I did like that. And I liked that all the memes this past month have been everybody going, "Look, I'm a god," and it's them showing themselves as real people
fucking gut.
with their guts and going, "I'm a god."
There it is. Yeah.
Didn't Huggy Snaps over there put a photo of him and said, "Look, you guys are gods now."
Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it was too long.
It was way too long. I mean, I will watch the Dewey Cox movie extended cut because it's fantastic. It's creative writing. The music's great. It's nonstop. This, I'm like, I want a director's cut. Me, cut the fucking film in half, please, because yeah, there was a lot of shit that didn't need to be there. Like what? So Thor goes and he's happy seeing his mom, and his mom's like, "Listen, mijo, you're okay.
Todo está bien.
You're okay.
Wait,
You're
Mom.
fine."
Wait. Were they
Yeah, I was like,
really? Wow.
and then everybody made a big fucking deal about Captain America holding up Thor's hammer. I'm like,
Woo!
all I can see is that meme of Samuel L. Jackson as Glass holding up a comic book, and I'm just, comic books, do you read them, motherfucker?
Seriously.
Because Captain America has held that goddamn hammer so many times.
Yeah. No, it just. No, it just. I don't know. I mean, it is a film that you need to watch in the big screen just because of the whole battle scene, because you want to see everybody, like even Howard the Duck is part of the the.
That's the other thing. When he says, all the Doctor Strange people are holding their hands and everybody's coming through the portals, and he goes, "Is that everybody?" And what's his name says, "You want more?" I wanted to see freaking Daredevil. I wanted to see Punisher. I wanted to see Jessica Jones and Luke Cage come through. I mean, because Christ. You got what the fuck was what's Black? Well, Black Widow wasn't there.
Look at the time. Look at the time. Yeah.
But there was a few people there. Oh, the women empowerment
Oh yeah.
scene.
Hey everybody, it's a Hail Mary. Oh.
And that was if you're going to try to empower women on screen, don't make them fail.
Can we bring in a woman and have her talk about it?
That's a good. Do we have a second opinion here?
Do we have a second opinion?
Calling an opinion.
What up?
Hey!
Hey everybody, it's Shar.
Once again.
Back from the dead.
Back
Wow.
from the dead.
Unlike Scarlett
Black Widow.
Johansson.
Unlike Scarlett Johansson, who is
That's right.
dead.
So,
So tell me.
you can take the Soul Stone back there.
So
Go ahead.
you're one of the
Defenders of the Marvel
one of the
universe.
strongest women we know.
That's right.
Did that evoke any emotion in you when
Don't
you saw
get angry.
all the chicks come together?
Fuck yeah.
Okay,
So I was also really turned on.
and you were
Like, oh, all the women.
This is all, whose leg do I have to hump in the theater? Hey!
so that made you feel good. You saw all the chicks, but then when they failed, what?
I wouldn't necessarily say they failed.
So you're saying a try is a try.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Starting to regret calling a second opinion.
Yeah. So what did you think about the film?
I loved it, actually.
Okay.
I did think it was long.
A little overly indulgent.
A
Yeah.
little too much.
A little too much.
Yeah.
So the who was it? The Russo brothers.
Yeah.
Russo brothers did this. See, I think that's what it was. It was kind of like a sibling rivalry thing. Like, I'm going to build this film, and the other guy's like, I'm going to make it better. And then they were just, by the time they were done, they were like, we have 3 fucking hours. Look, Mom, which one's your favorite now? I liked the end scene. I thought that was good.
I had a lot of people asking me who was the kid that appeared at the funeral.
There were a few people at that scene that I was like, who the fuck are they? Go ahead, tell us who.
So there's a young boy that's there at the funeral, and it's the young boy from
3.
3.
Oh! Completely forgot about that kid. But was it the same kid?
Yeah.
What?
Same kid.
That
Same
was when
kid.
Kid grew.
Yeah. But my friends were like asking me. They were like, "Who was that? Who was that?"
Yeah.
Who? They're like, I get phone calls. And go. So it's Endgame. Who's this kid at the end? I go, really? You call me up for a fucking funeral scene?
I forgot. Like I said, I
hell?
read the comic books, and my mind's filled with comic books, and I completely forgot that that's what was going on there. But one of the things, too, was I liked that Tom Holland was told that it was the wedding scene. And so he shows up, and he's like, all right, it's the wedding scene, huh? Everybody's here. And he's like, hey, where's Robert? Where's Robert? And they're like, oh, dude, he's coming later. He's coming later. Just we're gonna open up. We're gonna feel everybody look, a little sad. Blah blah. He's like, all right, cool. They were so afraid. The Russo brothers were so afraid that Tom was gonna spoil the movie. They told him it's a wedding, not a funeral. Well, that's great.
What was your favorite part of this movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was your favorite part?
Favorite part of the movie? Let's see. The one where someone passed out in my theater. I'm kidding. No.
Wow.
That totally did happen, and I wasn't working that night, but I went to the movie theater that I do work at, so I had to like call for help because I still felt obligated to do my job.
I hate
Not
that.
on the job.
I haven't worked for AMC in like 15 years, and I'm at AMC today, for instance,
Yeah.
and I'm watching Detective Pikachu, and I'm closing the fucking doors, and I'm doing this, I'm like, I don't even work here. What am I doing? So, but
I like the taco scene. The taco scene was kind of cute.
which one was the taco scene?
Where Ant-Man's eating his tacos and like, War Machine lands and he says, "What's up, regular sized guy?" And he like, all his tacos fall and he's like, "Oh!" And like Hulk comes around the corner and he's like, "Hey, here's a taco." And I was like, "Oh, this is sweet."
That was the other thing too. That was the other thing I didn't like. Okay, so you watch Ant-Man. Remember I said last time we talked about this? I felt like Ant-Man was sort of like a stepping stone. Like they only did it so they can get to Avengers Endgame. Remember when I said that? And then Ant-Man 2 played a big part.
But it was a
in
great
Endgame.
idea. But it was a great idea going back in time, and I
Yeah.
loved all the references to all the movies, especially Back to the Future. Big
Yeah.
Back to the Future fan. Why not?
Yeah.
You know.
But what I'm saying is, in Ant-Man 2, he becomes Giant Man. Passes out. Wakes up.
Does anyone have any orange slices?
Yeah, passes out. Whereas in this one, gets up, becomes Giant Man, runs. If you remember in Ant-Man 2, he held a boat and he passed out for 3 days.
Yeah.
This one, he's running and attacking people, and he's fighting, and everything's hunky-dory.
Give it some time, man.
I'm just saying, if
How
you're
long
gonna
has
tell,
that been? How long
if
has
you're
it been?
going to tell us a story,
How many movies
stick to
has
the
that
fucking. This is like goddamn Game of Thrones, where Jaime Lannister, who loses his hand, grows his hand back in the last episode. Just saying, if you're gonna tell us a fucking story, stick to the goddamn story.
Yeah, there were a few parts like that were kind of like,
Didn't need to be 3 hours.
yeah, no,
If anything, though, the fight scene for me could have been a lot longer.
yeah,
I could have watched that. I
A
could
little
have.
longer.
If anything, it should have been. If it was 3 hours, 2 hours should have been telling the story. Then the last hour was the goddamn battle.
I didn't. I
would've taken that.
didn't like how what's her name? Sister of Gamora. Nebula.
Nebula.
Yeah.
Nebula is able to play back what's going on from the past. Oh, from
Yeah.
the future.
Yeah, she's linked to her twin or herself. Yeah, and then she gets shot, right?
Yeah.
Nebula was blown up
Yeah.
in Guardians of the Galaxy, and just
Right.
like, and she's good. She gets shot and she's out for the count. I'm like, really,
That's it.
really?
Right. Oh, I'm gonna be fine. You know, I'm gonna be fine years
Yeah,
later. I'll be
really.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, everything will be great. The whole end of Iron Man. I'm Iron Man. It wasn't. It doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I mean, the Captain America end was kind of cool. You know, the funny memes about Falcon being the new Captain America kind of sucks.
That's the other thing too. Everybody's talking shit, and I'm like, he was Captain America in the fucking comic books. He was Captain America.
He was.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, they're basically opening it up. That's the other thing. Loki, everybody's been saying Loki alive, Loki dead, Loki alive, Loki dead. And my favorite meme is the one where they go, "Is he alive?" I mean, Loki's dead, telling Thor, and Thor's like, "Is he?"
Yeah.
I do like that one.
Yeah.
And in this one, it ensures Loki's alive. However, Tom Hiddleston, I've been told by
Trolling.
my trolls that Tom Hiddleston will no longer be Loki. We're getting a Loki series on the new Disney Hulu service, but it's going to be a different Loki. So we might get a younger Loki. We might get a I don't know what we're going to get. But Loki can change shape. Loki can do whatever the hell Loki wants. So
Yeah, I mean, it was entertaining. America's ass.
America's ass. That was fun. I referenced that in the Mega Mike episode
Kinda fun.
with
Yeah.
the G1 boys when you bent over to go get a beer and
Yeah.
freaking raided a taxi. I go, "Is this America's ass? You were asking for it, catfish. You were asking for it."
It's America's ass.
It's America's
That's right.
ass.
That's right.
But now, Shar,
Yeah.
in the did you have any other parts you like? Did you have a problem with any of this movie?
Like you mentioned earlier, the Yakuza scene. I think that was pretty unnecessary.
Yeah, useless.
Yeah.
Completely useless.
Like the scene where Iron Man and Peter Parker, not Peter Parker, fucking, yeah.
Peter Parker, Tom Holland.
Peter Parker, yeah. They reunite.
That was very. I got a
kinda
little
cute.
emotional. I got a little emotional right
It was
there.
kind of cute. Could have
Yeah.
been a little better. It was kind of like okay, but
Yeah.
it's in the middle of battle, bro.
Yeah,
It's
it
in the
was.
middle of
I know,
battle.
seriously.
It's like hey, I'm drinking my beer. I'm having a good time. Hey, bro, let me give you a hug. Dude, I'm having a good time. I'm like, like I'm battling here, like
Yeah. Head in the game, pal. Head in the game.
in the game.
But I mean, I thought that was cool. And there's a whole thread going around how Robert should get an Academy Award. And I mean, superhero movies, comedies, they don't get Academy Awards. They're always pushed aside. For instance, when I was in theater school, I was told that comedy is easy. Comedy, anybody can do comedy. And every time I tried to do comedy, my theater teacher was like, enough. It's funny, and is comedy easy?
No,
No.
it's not.
And that's why it pisses me off when they go, no, drama's hard.
right,
Drama's hard. And Robert sold Iron Man from the beginning.
right. There's nothing wrong with. I thought he's been great.
He's been fantastic.
Yeah.
But some of the stories were crap, like the Mandarin crap.
Oh, the Mandarin.
Like and what's his name comes out to Whiplash, whatever his name is.
Oh,
frickin'. Yes, yeah, I know.
Rooker. No,
Yeah.
not Rooker.
Michael Rourke, Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
There you go, Mickey
Yeah.
Rourke.
Mickey Rourke comes out. His character's crap too. It just wasn't like.
I'll tell you why I do like it, though. Because it's an American playing a Russian versus them getting a Russian to play an American. Pisses me off.
Yeah, right.
Can't stand that
exactly.
shit. It's like we're Americans. There's plenty of Americans here that could, use the work. Yeah.
What was the best back in time scene?
Back in time scene. See, I like how Iron Man got to bond with his dad.
I was gonna say that's the one.
Yeah,
That was cool as shit, man.
yeah.
The Hulk scene was a little.
With the ancient one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a
That-
little. Probably couldn't have been done.
But it's like, how are you gonna take out the Hulk? Remove his essence. Okay, that was.
Yeah, I mean, it was legit, but it was kind of unnecessary because when she kind of went through it, she was like, "He does."
And that was the
give
other
stone
thing.
away.
That was the other thing that she like. I can see the fucking future, but I'm not gonna give you the stone. Oh wait, yes, I'm gonna give you the stone.
I'm gonna give you the stone. Oh yeah, here's the stone.
There you go.
Hey, you want my credit card? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I see it now. Yeah, I'm the fucking ancient
I
one.
figured it out. Yeah. The whole Captain America Hail Hydra. That was pretty cool.
That was awesome. That was my favorite scene.
Crossbones. I heard you too. You're like fucking crossbones.
I know crossbones. That was the other thing. I couldn't stand that they fucking killed him so quickly in the other movie. I was like, that's Crossbones. How are they just gonna kill his ass like that?
Yeah, they totally just got rid of. They dropped a building on him.
Well, that was like in not Dark Knight. Is it which is the one with Thomas Jane with the Batman Thomas Jane? He's Two-Face. Scarecrow's at the very beginning, and then he gets
Yeah.
scared by Batman and he runs off. I'm like,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
You're just gonna throw in Scarecrow? Well,
That
why
was-
even throw him
yeah.
in?
Yeah. No, I was kind of like, meh. Yeah, why have him only in the beginning
Yeah.
and then
Just for a
that's
second.
it.
And
Just
then
for a
they
second.
killed Crossbones.
Yeah.
But,
No. But I thought it was kind of cool where he's like, I could do this for days, hours. I could do this for hours. And he's like, oh God, don't tell me that. I was like, it was pretty cool. Even
See-
with the whole Spider-Man meme where they're both pointing at each other.
that was, and that was from
pretty
the Spider-Man movie. I'm looking forward to Homecoming. Tell you that much. I was telling my wife.
See the trailer, did you?
Nope, voided the trailer. I was telling my wife, I liked how they did the Vulture in the first one. I go, the Vulture's this old guy that like he's trying to be a vampire, like he sucks the essence out of you and he becomes a young guy. Whereas in Spider-Man, they made him a guy who's a working guy who is dealing with the world of superheroes around him.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to how they're going to deal with Mysterio. Is Mysterio going to be an actual mystic, which he becomes in the comic books? Or is he going to be a magician who's
say it.
turned... Yeah, I'm like,
I'm not gonna say it
No,
because
no,
if you see
don't
the trailers
tell
and
me.
if you listen to Kevin Smith talking about it,
nope, I don't want to... I don't.
he talks about it.
No.
So we're not gonna talk about it.
This is as far as I go.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not gonna talk about it.
But,
Thanks
Char-
again for joining us.
For sure.
We appreciate you jumping in and wearing the same shirt you wore yesterday.
Yeah, and next time,
Anytime.
Char, why don't you stand up for once in a while?
Yeah.
Try. Quit slouching. Quit slouching.
Yes.
But
Come on.
thanks for watching, guys. I'm Brian, Belusionist, moderately famous.
Catfish.
Charizard.
Yeah! Moderately famous. We'll see you guys again soon. Thanks again, Ohana. Thanks again, Dark Mind TV.